Hello everyone, welcome to our series on Big O notation. My name is Cristian Cavishe, and I will be your narrator for this episode. Through this series, you'll understand Big O notation better, different sorting methods, and more importantly, why they matter. In this first episode, however, we will answer the question, what is Big O notation, and why should you care? So just imagine you have a random list of numbers completely out of order, and you want to find the largest number in that list. Sure, you could go for them one by one, but that will take ages for a longer list. What you could use is something called an algorithm to find that number faster. But what if that algorithm is too slow, and you don't want to waste your time with slow algorithms? That's where Big O notation comes in. Big O notation helps us measure how efficiency an algorithm performs as the input size increases. Big O notation doesn't necessarily measure the time, but tells us the growth rate, how many steps an algorithm will take as the number of input increases. So here's an example. ON is the linear time. Then the steps increase at the same rate as the numbers of input. So this basically tells us that the algorithm takes exactly the amount of steps as there as inputs. So you say you were to double the inputs, it will double the steps. So here's an example of ON2. So O parentheses N2 is the quadratic time. And basically, steps increase by n times n. So basically what ON2 is telling us is that it takes the input squared to finish the task. If you double the input, you would quadruple the amount of steps. All right, now that we know that, let's make sure you're paying attention. How would you describe Big O notation in your own words? So now that we see how many steps each take, which do you think will be faster? ON to the 2 or ON? I'll give you a moment to figure this out. Got it all figured out? If you got ON, that is correct. The reason why ON is correct is because it takes less steps. By understanding Big O a little bit better, we can predict the performances of algorithms, also design faster software. Later in the series, we will also be exploring different sorting algorithms, also comparing them to C#. That is it for this episode on explaining Big O notation to you guys. In the next episode, we will see Max Smith explaining quadratic algorithms to you guys. Thank you for watching.